340, sir, if you'd like it. 340 it is, buyer number 5. 340's the bid. At 340, looking for 360 plus the million, let's not forget that. Thank you, madam. 360, buyer 98. 360, 380, sir, if you'd like to go on. 360 is the bid. 1,360,000 the bid there now.
A property market buyer frenzy is gripping Australia since the COVID disaster hit us, and it's just plain depressing to many aspiring homebuyers. In such an overheated market, an individual home deposit, already the biggest obstacle to home ownership, is taking so much longer to save. It is estimated that it now takes 7 years for an average couple to save a home deposit. This huge challenge is inevitably causing a hidden wave of activity focused on that time-honored strategy of getting help from the bank of mum and dad, and other achievable ways of pooling resources to get across this affordability barrier. So, behind the scenes, out there in the suburbs, many people are discussing such shared investment possibilities with family, friends or trusted colleagues, to cobble together that percentage deposit, because, as median house prices rise steeply, so does the required percentage mortgage deposit. A lot of this thinking around shared investment options is driven by fear of missing out. It's a state of mind becoming so prevalent that real estate journalists have given it the acronym FOMO. You have to be in it to win it, as the saying goes. The extraordinary capital growth we are witnessing is wealth building before our very eyes. And, by entering the market earlier, you can grab some of this wealth, and not be left behind. Because capital growth in housing is far outstripping wages growth, it means owning property is the most lucrative investment that you can make right now. But the shared property investment niche, though a huge portion of the buyer market, has remained largely a hidden sector, and rarely been directly targeted, or supported by real estate professionals. The Tenant in Common Exchange professionalizes this shared property investment space by providing a framework that helps people get into property faster, through pooled resources. It's known as ticX for short. It guides aspiring property investment collectives through the legals, so, as a shareholder in property, your investment is secure, and, by creating a well-organized place to list shares in property for sale, it creates liquidity for your tenant in common share, so you are more flexible and confident, and have a place to sell your share, if your circumstances change. Like all brilliant internet startup ideas, it seems so simple, and you wonder why no one has put such a useful proptech together before. And, when you put some thought to it, there are so many personal circumstances in which having a secure shareholding arrangement can help property owners, whether aspiring, or actual. From millennial rentvestors, to divorcees needing to buy the other partner out, to single people short of funds and suffering from isolation, right through to the average Aussie battler family, dreaming of a home of their own. For all of these housing scenarios, and many others, knowledge of how the Tenant in Common Exchange works, is truly gold, in this time of FOMO fever. And real estate agents certainly need to keep their eye on this hidden segment of the market. It will become more and more significant, as house prices continue to drastically outperform wage growth. Membership on the ticX exchange gives you a whole new toolset to offer to the clients you represent. Being able to work in the shared investment space creates long-term relationship with new clients. It gives you a much wider buyer demographic. It creates more opportunities for ongoing commissions, as shares change hands, and also gives you more properties under management. And finally, it gives you the power to create and manage property investment clubs, or syndicates. So, anyone interested in property should become familiar with how ticX brings this important market segment of shared property investment into focus, and guides you to success on your shared property investment journey. To find out more about the Tenant in Common Exchange, contact the ticX team at www.ticx.com.au.